Hi, welcome to the Retirement Railroad Matinee Modeling Tip of the Day. The first tip for today, as I've always said, this is more about how not to do things and fix them than it is about how to do things. The first tip, when making videos, make sure you have a microphone on. It's not muted, it's connected, it's designated, the whole 9 yards. This tip of the day for today was interrupted because I did all the video and talking away and didn't have a microphone designated. So, as you watch some of these video clips, you're going to see me talking and not hear anything, and I'll try to dub over as much as I can for you. But the project I was working on is done. I can't go back and undo it just to reshoot videos. So anyway, I want to thank you for joining me today. Let's get started. Now what we're looking at is me being stupid. But basically, I'm working at my desk out by the layout where I have my test track, my programming track and everything. And I never hooked up the DC constant or DC variable panel out there. So that's what I did today. As you can see, there's a hole right there to the right of the Digitrax. Okay, that's where the panel is going to go. And it's going to have two sets of connection, one for DC variable, all right, that'll be hooked up to the front track, and then one for DC constant that I can hook up alligator clips to so that I can test lighting effects, etc. And those connections will be hooked up back to the MRC Throttle Master power pack that I control my other effects with. So first thing I have to do is I've got a piece of acrylic that I need to drill some holes through, and I'll take those and head out to the I'm done. We jump ahead, and there's the panel. With the 4 corners drilled out, plus the 2 pair for the connections. Now, next thing I have to do is I have to put in some labeling on the back side. Be able to see through the acrylic, and one will be labeled. The top will be labeled DC, and the bottom will be labeled DC VAR for DC variable. Okay, and I got to get those painted. And once they're painted, I'm ready to wire it up and test it out. So let's jump forward again. And here we go. There's a brand new Proto 2000 LNH E8/E9. Which the shells are the same, it's just the horsepower in the prototypes that vary. But you'll see another chassis down on the workbench, and a Burlington CB&Q E8, E9 up top. This new Proto 2K, I'll pull the shell off, I'll change the wiring harness out, put the wiring harness from Burlington on there and the decoder, and I'll fix that locomotive that took a nosedive off the layout about a month ago. which I did a tip of the day on, the worst sound in model railroading. And that's a locomotive hitting the floor. But anyway, as you can see, it's all done, wired up. Took me a couple hours maybe. The longest time was wait for paint to dry, or at least get dry enough where I could mount it up there. So, all right. With that, I want to thank you for joining me here at the Retirement Railroad, the Matinee Modeling Tip of the Day. I'm Steve, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.